to the Prime Minister and ask...
Order. I say to both sides, front benches, please. I've called Jacinda Ardern, question 12.
Question to the Prime Minister. Does he stand by his statement, quote, the budget will create in the order of 170,000 jobs?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, I stand by my full statement, which was the Treasury forecasts are that the budget will create in the order of 170,000 jobs, and that is true.
Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Prime Minister. What specific initiatives did Budget 2011 contain which he predicts will create in the order of 170,000 jobs?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Can I thank the member for asking that question? It will create an environment where interest rates will certainly stay lower than they would under a Labor government. We know that because Labor can't even work out what an R&D tax credit costs. They're out there telling the country it costs $800 million when it costs $1.55 billion. Mr Speaker, it creates an environment through education where young New Zealanders will get a chance to be sure that we can be tracking their progress through national standards. Mr Speaker, it allocates $550 million to early childhood education over the next 4 years, and we're sure that that will make a significant difference. Mr Speaker, I could go on, but I'm sure, given it's question 12, we want to get out of here before 5 o'clock. I'll probably sit down at this point.
Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Prime Minister. Is he aware that the budget additional information estimate of 155,000 new jobs from now till 2015 is actually 10,000 fewer jobs than the estimate in last year's budget? And if so, is this budget a step backwards in terms of job creation, albeit an ambitious one?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, let me just alert the member to a couple of facts. I mean, firstly, if we just go to Budget 2010, just to give her an idea, that forecasts that 26,000 new jobs would be created over the year to March 2011. In fact, 39,000 were created. If one looks at the 170,000 job number, it's basically a little over the trend of the last 20 years at 35,000 new jobs a year. And in fact, we're ahead, as I say, of creating that 39,000 against that forecast. So, Mr Speaker, I think it's fully achievable.
Carol Beaumont.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker, to the Prime Minister. How will a $90 million cut to industry training in this year's budget help the 77,000 young New Zealanders not in school, not in training and not in work get the skills they need to get a good job?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, all I'd say is overall, if one looks at the amount of money going into education, one will have noticed that in the zero budget that increased by about, I think it's $1.3 billion over the forecast period.
That brings to a close questions for oral answer. I call on Government Order of the Day number 1.
Appropriation 2011.